Now the law. First of all, my lord, who is a registered voter? Because I had to prove, remember the first thing read, my lord, I need to prove that the person who was bribed is a registered voter. Who is a registered voter? Section 1 of the Parliamentary Elections Act defines who a registered voter is. How? As a person who appears on the National Voters Register. Once you appear there, whether you have a national ID, whether you have a voter slip, whether you have what, all of those things don't matter. Their lordships in the Court of Appeal have twice told us that a registered voter is the one who appears on the National Voters Register. My lord, for that position, I have the case of Gaddafi Nassou, which you have referred to earlier. My lord, you revert to it at some point. But the new one that I want to introduce, my lord, is the case of Simon Muyanga Rutaya. It is in our third volume, and the specific holding I want is at page 1016. 1016. Simon Muyanga Rutaya. Mr. Uganda, am I pronouncing the name well? Mr. Uganda, am I pronouncing the name well?
My lord, I'm Alex Uganda.
Simon Muyanga Rutaya. Muyanga, I don't know. Muyanga, I think. He has corrected me, my lord. The point I wanted to bring with that decision, your lordship, at that paragraph, at that page where I've taken you, is that for you to prove that you're a voter, you don't have to have a national ID. No. You don't have to have a voter slip, as I saw my colleagues cross-examine my witnesses here. All that is irrelevant. Once you appear on the NVR, that is it. You're a voter. And my lord, we have demonstrated that all people who were bribed in all these incidents were registered voters. Maumbe is, Chamber is, Wamukubira is, Chibuka Mary Diana is. These were the 4 people who were bribed. We have demonstrated that all of them are registered voters. Second, my lord, what was the purpose of the bribe? It's the third ingredient I have to prove if I go back to the second one. My lord, who gives money to a registered voter on the day of the election for anything else other than to induce them to vote for the first respondent? These people came here. They said, we don't have relationships with these people. We don't owe them money. They are not our relatives. So there is no other reason why they could have given us money apart from inducing us to vote for the first respondent. My lord, for that, I don't want to waste too much of your time. I refer to the decision of Nambuuze at page 1064. You will see the decision there. It starts at 1023, but the actual holding is at 1064 and 1065, and we have highlighted. And for now, on the part, my lord, of what could have been the purpose? What is the reason why you're giving away these things? For now, my lord, we submit that she gave out these items to a registered voter when the election was imminent. It was during campaign. Giving a gift to a voter during campaign is prohibited. These gifts were given during the official campaign period, which admitted on the stand and when the election was imminent. In Nambuuze, Bakaruba, the Supreme Court said, no, actually, no, my lord, that is Bada, Freddy Bada versus Professor Muyanda Mutebi. Professor Muyanda Mutebi, same situation. The election was 1 week away. Professor Muyanda Mutebi gave a cow. Their lordships in the Supreme Court said that gift could not have been interpreted in any other way apart from a gift to a voter to induce them to vote at the election. Now, let me go to the second ingredient now. Now, my lord, this illegal practice we are talking about, you have not seen me anywhere mention the first respondent himself. Okay? What now behooves me to prove and show to you, my lord, is that this illegal practice was committed with his knowledge and consent or approval. I have submitted, my lord, that all these people involved in these incidents of bribery are NUP political leaders. Are NUP political leaders who, as I have said from the affidavit of Rubongoya, actively participated in the campaign and the election of the first respondent. They are all NUP political leaders who actively participated in the campaign and election of the first respondent. And Mr. Rubongoya puts them in the field for that purpose. And the first respondent, my lord, says he is sponsored by his political party. That's fine. Now, my lord, my argument is, this first respondent here, Mr. Nalukoola, cannot on the one hand take benefit of the good activities of what his party did, and on the other run away from the illegal practices of what his party officials did. He cannot approbate and reprobate. I'll give you an example, my lord. In the affidavit of David Lewis Rubongoya, what does he say? He says, on election day, I moved around, supervising all polling stations and taking care of the welfare of the first respondents' agents. My lord, Rubongoya was not the candidate. He is a Secretary General of the National Unity Platform. And he's saying that's what he did. My point is, the first respondent cannot take benefit of that. Okay? That's okay for my party to do. They took care of the welfare of my people. When it comes to bribery, you say, no, those are not my things, those are not, I don't know those people. You cannot approbate and reprobate. My lord, that's not a novel principle, but if it pleases you, I could refer you to the decision of the Supreme Court that has that principle at page Codro 1 of our band of authorities. Codro 1. The case name is Dison Okumu and others versus UTCL and others. That's where the principle of approbating and reprobating comes. Let me also make this point, my lord, about these officials of the National Unity Platform. These are not non-influential political functionaries or leaders. No, these are councillors from their areas of operation, from their areas of the constituency. These are councillors who clearly were deployed by the party in the areas which they represent in the national leadership, where they knew the terrain very well, so they could carry out the practice of bribing people with utmost sophistication. These are not any lousy NUP people. No, these are leaders. They are not your day-to-day street boys. No. These are leaders, these are national leaders, all of whom are of the National Unity Platform. What has the court said about people like that and bribery? What has the court said? My lord, I refer to the decision of Byamukama James. Byamukama James versus Keja William. That decision, my lord, is in the third bundle. Yeah. Is in our third day band of authorities. It starts at page 1121, but the actual holding is at page 1163, my lord. I'm obliged, my lord. Yeah.